Hey gang, Joseph Stewart here of We the Media. That's news for real people by the people. And here's my second video of 2000 Mules. Let's get this started. Now you can go out to see the whole movie. I'll post the web links and stuff. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, We the Media. I'll put in links below. Here we go.
Every time we vote, we're standing up side by side with the Founding Fathers, with the men of Valley Forge, with patriots and pioneers throughout our history, with all those who dedicated their lives to making this a nation of the people,
Exactly. And then we have
by
these
the people, and
Democrats
for the people.
stealing it.
Elections are the lifeblood of our democracy. They are the mechanism by which the American people choose who is going to rule on their behalf and for their interests and welfare. Without elections, there would be no way for the American people, for us, to exercise our legitimate sway on the future direction of this country.
Look, it's the fake news, everybody. They lie. They lie about everything. They lie to it. Don't believe a word they say.
And you say, wow. If you're a Democrat, you say, uh-oh.
Do you see Donald Trump is now starting to widen his lead? President Trump now with 54% of the vote.
The president right now has the lead in the Keystone State.
He did until the night ended. And then they fucking changed the votes.
And we're going to have, much more importantly, we're going to have a great 4 years.
The 2020 election haunts the American mind.
Here's where it gets really bizarre. At Fulton County, most populous county, it is Atlanta.
Yeah,
Stacey
Stacey
Abrams.
Abrams,
Nevada, meanwhile, has stopped counting
Rosenberger.
They've all stopped counting for the
night. Scumbags.
All right, welcome back. This is CNN's special live coverage, 10:31 a.m. on the East Coast. Why am I giving you the time? Well, if you managed to sleep last night, things changed. You may have gone to bed thinking this election was headed one way, and then you woke up and you saw
stole the election.
Things
We already
were
know
different.
that.
Also overnight, Joe Biden pulled ahead in the state of Georgia.
Joe Biden takes the lead
back
in
to take the
Pennsylvania.
House in November.
Okay, we have an announcement to make.
Joe Biden has run for
big
president
changes.
3 times, and the third time has turned out to be the charm.
Wear a mask.
One side insisted it was the most secure election in U.S. history.
Let me begin with one immutable fact. The 2020 election was the most secure election
in
American history.
It was the cleanest
I don't believe a word you're saying, media. You are the virus.
And make no mistake, there has been no evidence
Another scumbag pedophile right there, bro. Epstein Island, man.
Fraud.
Let me say it again.
The 2020 election was the most secure
Election in
More
American
lies
history.
and lies and
Period.
lies.
This same side
like
accuses
demons.
anyone who disagrees with them of perpetrating a
Big lie or the big delusion. The big lie keeps getting repeated.
The big lie is just that, a big lie.
Yeah,
And despite a relentless media barrage, the other side remains convinced there was widespread election fraud.
What I saw was not a secure and transparent
exactly.
Poll watchers claim the Travis County clerk's
You hold
office
these
is
criminals
locking
accountable
them out.
for their
Last night
actions.
there was a major
These
software
Democrats,
glitch
these
that
news
actually
media
delayed the
people.
counting.
They all need to be
all of the
arrested.
ballots.
A look at election fraud, and I want to look at secretaries of state who illegally changed the voter laws
There's my buddy.
without the permission of
There
their
we go,
state
Senator Rand
legislature.
Paul. He knows
There
what's up.
have been numerous attempts to prove election fraud.
The van dropping off ballots in the early morning hours of November 4th, 8 hours past the deadline.
She said her mother was in a nursing home and did not have the mental capacity to vote.
We've obtained video tonight that shows a man dropping several ballots into a drop box.
Scottsdale woman pleads guilty to casting a ballot in her dead mother's name.
Shows a man buying a registration form for an absentee ballot from a voter, giving him, quote,
the judges are all paid by the left. They won't even hear it.
$200.
Maybe we the people
Yet courts
stand
have
up.
refused to consider these
I have
cases
some
on the
ideas.
merits.
The Supreme Court rejecting an effort by Republicans to reverse President-elect Joe Biden's win in Pennsylvania.
The Supreme Court has rejected the Texas-led effort to toss out election
Fox
results
News
in
and
4
other
key
scumbag
states.
station.
Even some Republicans dismiss the idea of systematic fraud and call for us to move on.
Don't watch any of these news stations except the real American
in the
voice.
outcome of the election.
There's another traitor.
The election was
William
fair
Barr.
as we've seen. We simply did not win the election as Republicans for the presidency.
Rather than reject what happened on the 6th, reject the lies about the election, and make clear that a president who engaged in those activities can never be president again.
But we can't move on unless we know the truth. Many other issues arise out of the 2020 election.
Yeah, this is another...
Did the January 6th protesters go
FBI
to
knew
D.C.
all
to
about
mount
it
an insurrection?
days ahead of time, did nothing. They're part of the whole deal,
It wasn't
man.
an insurrection. It was a primal scream.
To protect the Constitution of the United States against enemies foreign and domestic!
They wanted their elected leaders to adjudicate the claims of election fraud. The left's claim that this was the most secure election is also the foundation for the widespread censorship on social media of the so-called big lie.
This morning, President Trump waking up without his favorite
Yeah,
megaphone.
who cares,
You will
tweeter?
never
He's got his
again
own
see a tweet
Trump
from
social
President
now.
Trump.
He's got his own
But
network.
is it a big
Go
lie?
screw yourself,
Is it a lie
tweeter.
at
That's
all?
the dumbest social network I heard of, man. It's so stupid. Like, what's the point of it?
Yeah. Rolling. Sound speed. All right. Everybody got me? Yep. All right. SRP.